Morning, dear students. Welcome back to the session. So, in the past session, we were speaking regarding levels of management. So, what were the levels of management? Which was top level management, middle level management, and operation level management, which we also call it as supervisories, isn't it? So, in the top level management, peoples are planning the things, and based on that plans, they are going to call up the middle management people and discuss those particular whatever the plannings are there with them and give the opportunities so that the middle management people can organize the things and explain the things to the operation level management, which is nothing but lower level management, so that things gets done in a proper fashion. So those things we have seen in the past session, which was completely three levels of management. Today we are going to see the functions of management. So what are the functions of management? We have particularly different functions of management. Okay, so namely like planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. So any management in any organization, wherever we go, these functions they will definitely go for their production levels. They will definitely go for their successful organization goals. Okay, so in the same context, today let us see what are these functions of management speaks. Okay, and why it is most necessary also. Yes, first one is planning. Planning is a function of determine in advance what is to be done and who is to do it. See, it is very particular and very clear. We all know in general, if you want to do something, you are going to plan out for those things. For example, if you are going to score 90 plus percent in your final examination, what do you need to do? You need to plan it. So without plan, you cannot succeed. Same thing happens in any organization, whether it is a small, big, or large, whatever the organization is there. So the planning is the primary factors. Okay, it is the most important stepping stone to the success of the management process of work. Okay, so in advance they are going to plan. Okay, they are going to determine the plans, what to be done. Okay, and who is to do it, who has to start up the plan. Okay, so next particular point speaks that this implies setting goals in advance and developing a way of achieving the efficiently and effectively, isn't it? Yes, it's true. In advance, if you develop these planning sessions, you can succeed in a very effective way with an efficient usage of the resources. As we have already seen, efficiency and effectiveness both are the faces of two coin in the organization to get into the success. So in that case, if you observe, it is very effective and efficient if you do the planning. So you can decide what to be produced, in what amount you are going to produce. Okay, so in this production level, what type of cost effectiveness will be there, how efficiently I can work on this. Okay, whether reducing the level of cost or getting the highest what is that resource with a lowest revenue investment. So likewise, so there is an example regards to this. In your textbook they have been explained this also. So that is nothing but Suhasini is a person. It is a person name as an organization person, and in Suhasini's organization, the objective is procurement and sales of traditional Indian handlooms. So they are procuring and they are selling the traditional Indian handloom products and handicraft items. Okay, so there is an organization which is given an example named Suhasini. Her organization is there, and they are doing these activities. What are the activities? Activities of handicraft items selling and making them. Okay, producing the handloom saris might be. Okay, such things. So here If that is the case, they have to plan out. What do they plan? They should plan for the proper fabrications, isn't it? So they sell the fabrics, they sell the furnishing, ready-mades and households items made out of traditional Indian fabrics. That means whoever the purchaser is there, he has to purchase in a very effective manner. In that case, my planning should be more effective and my fabric should be very what? Compatible to purchase and very compatible to produce also. Okay. So now Suhasini has to decide the quantities and varieties and colors and texture and also the resources of purchase from different suppliers, isn't it? So that means it is very particular. Before producing a product, you should know your level of what? Budget. You should know your level of vendors who are going to supply the raw materials for you. Based on that, you need to plan out. Okay, and such a products, when it gets into your industry, you can make a very effective product from your industry. So that is most important and for the purchasing point of view. And if you take one more example like constructing your house. Okay, so to construct your house you require a lot of materials like bricks, cement, and what you say, the sand and everything, isn't it? Iron, of course, and even the labor also is it is most essential, and water, of course. So when we see all these things, procuring the activities of these raw materials, including the labors, if you see, you should see that how beautiful my house should look like if I am using such kind of products to construct my house. So in that fashion, I have to see my outlook of the house, my construction way, that how I am going to construct. Such things come out with what? Such things come out with the plans. So I need to plan up myself and I have to decide the things, what is going to be executed, what is going to be seen in my organization or in my field of interest likewise. Okay, so planning cannot prevent the problems. That is true. That is exactly true. Whatever the organization might be, the planning definitely cannot avoid any sort of problems. The problems will arise. But we can do one thing. We can predict the problems and make mind to prepare very contingency plans to deal certain problems whenever they occur. It is true. We cannot stop the problems, of course, but we can predict the problems. That is the reason people, when they plan, they will say after so many years your house, constructed house, might get into air crack. So after so many years, if it is getting air cracked, why can't I make it a proper preparation at this place, at this time only, at the time of construction? That is how we are going to plan out. So in certain things we are going to what predict in advance what happens, okay, in the future, if we are going to plan out like this or if we are going to produce like this certain things, and from this we are going to prepare our own set of mind so that we can deal the situation in a very effective way. Certain things can be seen in the planning. In next particular point, if you observe, it is organizing. So that was the planning's point of view. So planning is most essential and is a basic thing which we are going to organize, which we are going to plan out for the organizations. Okay, so now coming to organizing. Organizing means what? Making the particular products or keeping the particular products in a particular place, which we call as organized manner. For example, you are going to arrange your house or your particular room in a organized way. So that why you are going to organize that? The reason is very clear. If you organize the things very properly, then you are easy to do the things in a very short span of time. So the time consumption will be very less. So you can definitely go for the highest productive work in a short span of time. Why it has happened in the highest productive work? Because of organizing. So it was organized. Same thing happens in the organization also. It is the management function. Organizing is a management function, and assign the duties. Okay, assign the duties, grouping and task. Okay, grouping the task, establishing authority, and allocating the resources required to carry out for the specific plan. So now the plan is set. Okay, the plan is been decided, so they have to go for that based on the plan. For that they need to organize the things. What they will do, they'll the managers, they'll bring all the, what is the middle management people, they will bring all the uh, organization heads, which we call it as head of the departments. They bring all the head of the departments, they discuss whatever their course of work is there, and they establish the activities. Okay, they establish the activities and give the authorities for them, and allocate the resources whatever is required for them to produce the things. For example, production of any good like bulb might be, okay, or it might be iron and steel. So giving them the raw materials or the resources whatever is required for them, okay, according to the plan what they have said. Certain things happens, that is nothing but organizing the things to get the things done from the people. Okay, so once a specific plan has been established for a accomplishment of any organizational goals, the organization functions, examines the activities and resources required to implement the plans. So that is nothing but they are organizing the plans. So whatever the plan is set, that they are ready to organize, and they are starting for the level of production. And this organizing, it also determines what activities and resources are required, isn't it? If we are organizing, because when you are planning, you know what is to be done exactly. But when it comes to the point of you are explaining to one of the department heads, they they explains very clearly, they'll say the things what exactly is required for them, okay, in the context of plan. And this organizing, it also decides who will be to do a particular task, and where it will be done, and when it will be done. See, which means there is no wastage of time, there is no wastage of labor, there is no wastage of energy, whichever the resources they have taken. So it is nothing but organizing the things in a very systematic way, so that things get done at a particular period of time. Okay, and which is most effective thing which is done. Okay, so likewise the organizing is most effective in organization to produce any product in a group or in a system of organization culture. Okay, organizing involves the grouping of required tasks into managerial departments, units, as and establish the authority and reporting relationship within the organization hierarchy. As we all know, in an organizations there will be lot of hierarchies. Okay, so they have to report each and every person, and they should keep a good relationship also between the departments. For example, you take financing department, HR departments, isn't it, sales department, marketing department, all the department heads will be there. So all the department units will have certain authorities, okay, to do their task, and they are organized for that based on the plans. And these things they should discuss, they have to report according to their department wise. The department head has to report for the organization hierarchy people, maybe to the middle level managers. And middle level managers task, they are going to explain the things very clearly to the top level managers who have done the planning. Okay, so certain things happens. Okay, so here that is what we are discussing. So that is a point here. And then for the most what is that, acquiring the things like accomplishment of goal might be. Okay, so for that, if you want to be very effective and efficient, means you need to discuss, you need to decide the things, you need to report. Okay, and you should have a good rapport. That is called a relationship. Okay, so that should be there in organizing. Okay, next continuation of this, we also have what is the staffing. Okay, so the staffing is very particular, nothing but the word itself says staff. So staff members, how many staff members are required for in organizations? Certain things. So staffing is a finding the right people, okay, right people for the right job. As you know very clearly, if you put a wrong person in a wrong job or a wrong place, he cannot give the justice for the job, or you cannot expect the perfection in him. So staffing is most essential. Today's organization activities are very, very competitive, because since why it is competitive, lot of newcomers are there. Because of the newcomers, the new products are introduced into the market. When the new products are introduced into the market, the new competition arises in the market. When the new competition arises in the market, of course there will be a cutthroat competition with every single individual firms, isn't it? So that is the main reason here the staffing is most essential in any type of organization. So that is what they are saying, it is finding the right people or for the right job. So the right people for the right job they have to put. A very important aspect of management is to make sure that right people should be in the right qualification. Example, if you take a BCom graduate, okay, a BCom graduate is been put in accounting field, definitely he will give the justice to his field. Why? He is thoroughly having a theory and a practical knowledge in the accounts, isn't it? And next, if you put an MBA candidate in recruiting process or in the selection process of the candidate, okay, definitely he will do MBA in HR if he has done, okay, definitely he will give the justice for his job. Now if you put engineering candidate, okay, since he has learned the tally course, okay, after his engineering, and also he has done some software application course, so he is ready to handle two activities of work. Okay, as in software engineer, he is ready to do programming, and also is ready to handle the payroll or the accounting field. See, in that case, he cannot give any particular point of justice to the any of the job, either for the software engineer job or for the as an accountant job. So that happens here. That is very wrong. So putting the person, finding the right person in a right job is most effective staffing. Okay, so who is going to do here? Human resource management involves in activities of such selection or recruiting or placement and training and personals. So they do that. HR department we call, human resource department is nothing but HR department. In every organization there will be a HR departments. These HR departments work is to select the people for the job, okay, put them in the training session and make them thoroughly trained, okay, and give them placement, okay, and also make them as an effective product for the organizations. So certain things happens through the HR department. So staffing is nothing but it is finding a right people for the right job. Next is directing. So what is this directing? Yes, this is also the next level, functions level of management. So directing, it involves in leading, influencing and motivating employees. See, the word itself says it is motivating the employees, it is influencing the employees, okay, for performing certain task. Whatever the task is assigned for an employee, the particular organization is ready to direct them in all the ways. It is going to give the knowledge for them, influence them towards the work. Okay, certain things takes place. Why they are going to do this? Because they require very effective product end of the day, isn't it? And that encourages the that encourages employees to do their best. The best employer might be there in the organization. since he is not being motivated for long period of time, he cannot become a the best. Okay, so when he becomes a the best, some motivation, some push-ups should be there for him, some slight generation of energy should be there for him. That will be happen based on the words of the manager. So manager need to direct them. Okay, and they need to motivate certain things. If it takes place, then direction is successful, okay, in making the employees to do the work. After that, lastly, we have controlling. Yes, after doing planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling is most necessary in a management. As a manager, he requires complete control. Okay, so control in the sense how, see, is a controlling is a management function also. It monitors the organization performance towards the attachment of goals. Yes, so it will always monitor what what happens in the organization according to the plans. Okay, according to the plans, whether it is working or what, certain things, whether they are doing their things or what. It is nothing but monitoring, we say. It is nothing but, it is, we can also say that it is an eye watch, okay, or it's a follow up. Okay, certain things they have put in a very effective way called as controlling. So controlling takes place in an organization based on the task which is been assigned for any individuals. Next, the continuation of that, the task of controlling involves, okay, the task of controlling involves establishing the standards of performance. Okay, establishing the standards of performance. That means a performer will be there, but he'll not be having some standards. How do they do? When they keep, what is that, following up for him, then definitely he will be a good performer. Okay, comparing this with the established standards and taking corrective actions. Okay, so that means whatever the standards that an employee is having, they can come out of that standards, they can bring out the standards. Who managers, they can do how? Controlling them. How do they control? Not by scolding them, or not by what you say, putting them into the punishment, not likewise. Okay, just giving the task to them, assigning the task, and keeping the follow-ups, asking the things what has been done, where he has gone wrong, guiding him. Certain things brings him very effective performers. Okay, so based on that, you have example, when Suhasini discovered, okay, when Suhasini discovered that her team of designers, so she had a team of designers, had produced some bed covers. It is nothing but bed sheets, bed spreads, okay, that were more expensive than they had planned to sell. That means the production level, it was very expensive, compared to the selling point of view. And then she decides to change the fabric to keep the cost in check. So what she will do, since it is very expensive, the products cannot be sold at very easily. So she decided to change the fabric itself to keep the cost in check. So that means some variations will be there. So making that into the consideration, so she changed the fabric itself. So the various functions of managers are usually discussed on the above order. So like planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So here it is very clear, controlling should be there on the product which is ready to get produced. And as a manager, they have to think where exactly the controlling is not getting, or where it is losing. Okay, so they should be very effective managers. They will do that monitoring they will definitely do. As the example says, Suhasini discovered that her team of designers had produced the bed covers. So they have produced the bed covers that were more expensive. Okay, if it is more expensive, who will buy? Nobody. Then it has nothing but, there was no choice, that she decided to change the fabric, so keep the cost in check, so that it is manageable, it is saleable, it is affordable for them. Okay, so certain things controlling they bring into the considerations in the productions. In reality, managers really able to carry out the functions in isolations and they very isolations. The isolations means very effectively they will take into the consideration anta artha. Okay, so they will reality the manager does this, and the activities of a managers are interrelated, and it is often difficult to pinpoint where one ended and other began. So it is very difficult, they are saying. That means the activities of manager where he is planning, where he is controlling, where he is controlling, that is very difficult. Where he is controlling, where he is planning, where he is organizing certain things, it is very difficult to get interrelated with them. Okay, and it is very what is that what do you say, the confusion also. It is very confusion also. You cannot pinpoint any manager that when it was started, when it is going to end, and from which it started, from which it is going to end. Maybe it starts from controlling only, the planning might start, or from directing itself, the planning might start, isn't it? So where it starts, where it ends, we cannot express. But all these activities are done by the managers. They make organization functions very effective. So this is about the functions of management. Tomorrow we'll speak next different topic. Thank you.